priority, gold or women?
Gold.
Gold.
Always gold.
Always gold.
Always gold.
A man who has his priorities
Absolutely.
We want to make sure that people know in this match is that a cage is dangerous, a cage is brutal, and you don't have to add everything in the kitchen sink to tell a good story.
If you botch a spot, they're gonna let you know you botched this.
Hey guys, welcome back to another interview here on Toned In Entertainment. Today we're at CCW and I'm joined by Marina Tucker for part 2.
Part 2. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Humidity's killing, but I'm good.
It is hot here in Miami, Florida,
Yes,
right?
it is.
Now, the last interview I did with you, you were fighting to become the first ever CCW Women's Champion.
That's right.
It's been over 2 years now. The title has changed hands, but you're going for it tonight in the cage match.
Number 3. That's right.
Third time.
Absolutely. Third time's the charm. Here we go.
Is this your first cage match ever?
Yeah, it is, yes.
Okay.
And now, CCW's been around for 18 years. That's why we are the last territory. So my history might be a little fuzzy, but I think this is, if not for the first time in a very long time, a women's main event. And a women's main event at a very important show. So I'm really, really happy to be having this opportunity. Women's wrestling here in CCW, me and a few other girls, 2-3 years ago, really had to build it up. So to sit here and say, finally, we have a women's main event, I am really proud that this moment is here.
I'm super excited, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I mean, we're here in April of 2022, and the match that you had with KiLynn King maybe 2 months ago is definitely in my top 3 matches that I've seen this year.
Awesome, thank you so much. It was brutal. It was
Yes.
brutal. I looked like I was in a car accident,
Yes.
but it's not ballet, right?
Right, and I'm putting it up there with the Briscoes versus FTR last week, and I'm going to put it up with the Thunder Rosa Britt Baker match in the cage match.
As you should, right?
I should,
Yeah.
right? My top 3 matches, honest, of this year.
I mean, it was wild. We had 650 people in here. It was so loud, I couldn't even hear myself think, but I was really proud of what we did in there, and you know what? It's just going to keep going. We're going to see what we're going to be able to do tonight.
I can't wait. I'm definitely excited. Now, since we've last talked in 2020, a lot has changed, and you've been very busy.
Yeah, absolutely. And here in the future, going to be even more busy.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the thing about professional wrestling. I'm working on that 5-year mark here pretty soon. So you always want to get out there, get more people to see me and see how vicious and disgusting and gross I am in the ring, because that's what I do. I go out there and I make it look disgustingly good and, entertain people. And here in a few weeks, I am going to hit a benchmark that I've been working for a really long time. So hopefully people will be as excited that I will be, and we'll see some big news here pretty soon.
Okay, can we talk about the big news, or do we have to wait?
Nope, we gotta wait.
We've got to wait.
Yeah,
I'm
so
a patient
everybody,
person. Okay.
look out. Yep.
I'm a patient person, but I'm excited. If Marina Tucker says there's big news coming, there's big news coming, and I completely understand.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
And,
biggest of my career so far, so I'm really excited.
I know there's contractual obligations and all that stuff, so big news coming soon.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of, big stuff, I want to talk about the Underground on Raw.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That you were on that night.
Yeah, God, honestly, it feels like 100 years ago. But yes, I was very lucky. It was filmed at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
At the Performance Center in a warehouse, and we've been doing things all day. We were, well, I guess I can say it. I was OG Retribution, so we just went and blew up the dumpster, and it was really, really hot. And we had all the, it was like August, and we had sweatpants on and ski masks, and we were sweating. And then they like, hey, you're gonna go fight, and we were dripping sweat. So we had to throw all of our stuff on and get ready, and it was amazing, talking to Shane and being a part of that really cool environment. And Shayna's an amazing badass, so it was really cool to get that opportunity.
I just love the fact, I went back and rewatched it this week just to get ready for our interview. And I love I think it was a caption on your Instagram, just you commenting about your outfit that you're wearing in an underground fighting arena.
So they told us, make sure you don't wear anything that's could expose you, right?
Okay.
So we already worn all of our black normal workout stuff throughout the entire day, because like I said, it was 3 in the morning, and I was like, well, my only option is being rainbow bright. And when I looked around, everybody else in the segment is wearing like black, white, or gray, and then there's me, like complete rainbow. So yeah, the first rule about Fight Club, don't you know, bring your brightest shirt humanly possible.
Hey, you're in this business to stand out, and you definitely.
That's right. No, I had to love it, because I like looked back and people were like, oh my God, like Shayna's beating up a soccer mom, and I was like, that's me, soccer mom.
Now, I think you know that I'm a regular fan of just watching wrestling a lot of, and I watch a lot of AEW, and I've been saying, I was like, when the heck is Marina Tucker going to show up on AEW? I was waiting, and I posted it out when you did, because I'm genuinely excited. You're definitely one of my favorites on the indie scene.
Thank you so much.
And now you've had, I believe, 4 matches on AEW Dark. How have those experiences been?
It's been really good. It's a little bit more nerve-wracking when you go out there and you're actually, you know, here's Marina Tucker, here's yourself, here's your announcement. You know, when you go and do stuff for other companies, sometimes they give you like a fake name, or you're just one in the crowd, or you stand there and wave, or you have a costume on like a bunny rabbit. But you know, when you go out there and it's yourself, there is a little bit more pressure. Okay. But it was really cool, you know, to be under the big lights. You know, when they turn on, it's just like being anywhere else. But it was a great experience. I'm really happy about it, and really glad that, you know, more of the people out there get to see who the Detroit Barbie is.
I do, and I saw, I mean, you've done, I think, 3 singles matches, and then you had the 6 women tag, and you wrestled with Sophia Castillo.
I did. She keeps following me. She's so obsessed with me.
That's what I love about the AEW Dark matches sometimes, is that I see you guys feud all the time, and then you guys get kind of put together in a team.
You know, we have main evented together, we've done NXT entrances together, and then, you know, we've had AEW Dark together. So it's like this vicious cycle me and Sophia have together, but you gotta love it. That's wrestling though, right?
It is, it is. Now, what are people missing out if they're not coming to CCW? I mean, since we last talked, it's gone through some changes.
Absolutely.
And I feel like, I mean, you can tell the people what the difference is now, maybe if they had it, maybe pre-pandemic to like what's going on now.
Right, so when I joined CCW, it was, and still today, the longest running independent here in Florida. We are the last territory, and now we are expanding across the entire coast, the entire state. We have shows, I'm not even kidding, almost every weekend. You know, CCW used to run once every 3 months, and we would get about 600 to 700 people, you know, at a show every couple months, and now we're getting hundreds of people on a weekly basis. Now, here in Miami, we've created like this insane buzz here. We got everyone coming in here to see us, and we fill this place. Like I said, when me and KiLynn, we were about 650 in here. So the vibe is like the most fun you can have at a show, to be honest with you. You know, a lot of shows happen in Florida. There is tons of competition, like you know, but CCW will forever be something different. You never know who's going to walk out of that curtain. There's always going to be a surprise.
There's definitely,
so you just got to be here to experience it.
There's definitely, just being around here tonight, there's a few surprises already coming out tonight, and I can't wait for that. Now, let's go back to this cage match, because I'm excited for the cage match. Any special preparations did you do to get ready for tonight? Because I know when we talked about doing this interview, I said, should we do the interview before the match or after the match? And you said, no, we need to do this before the match.
Yeah, anytime you interview a girl, before.
Oh, before.
We don't like just look like this, you know, especially after that. But yeah, preparation, you know, you got to watch a lot of tape, and just like any other sport, you know, wrestling, you got to take it serious. You got to watch tape, you got to study your opponent, you got to study matches that came before you. I think a lot of things that are happening in wrestling right now, and the perception of cage matches have changed a lot, unfortunately. You know, it takes away from the cage. When a lot of people watch wrestling on TV, especially when they do a cage match, it's not just a cage match. They got all the things out there. You know, it turns into just a hardcore match, and it takes away from why a cage is so special. A cage is brutal. A cage is gruesome. You don't have to add chairs and tables and thumbtacks and all this stuff to be brutal and gross. You know, and that's one thing we want to make sure that people know in this match, is that a cage is dangerous, a cage is brutal, and you don't have to add everything in the kitchen sink to tell a good story and to get the point across that it's freaking a vicious match. So that's what we're going to go out here and do.
I like that, because wow, I didn't even think about that. I think we get a little desensitized maybe now that we're watching, because I guess everybody has to feel like they have to step it up a notch or something, but you're taking me back to like the 80s and 90s from when it was this way to settle the score, and that's what tonight's supposed to be all about.
And that's my favorite part of wrestling is the psychology of it. I mean, there's the joke, you can teach a monkey how to do moves, but you know, you kind of can. But the psychology of wrestling is so important. I love it. That's my bread and butter. I love going out there and telling a story. I don't want to be a cool bad guy. I want people to absolutely hate me. I want you to throw your beer at me. You know, I love when I get videos of me walking by a group of 40-year-old men and they're all flipping me off. Like, that is what I live for. I don't want you to come and shake my hand. I don't want you to come take my picture. I want you to hate me, and I feel like that's what I try to accomplish every time I walk out here. Now, granted, I'm pretty cool, so sometimes people like me, but you know what? I'm gotta be a vicious bitch. I'm that bitch for a reason. I was that bitch. I have that shirt, that bitch, before many other people, just so you know. But I uphold that name for a reason, and you know, you gotta come out here and show up, I like to say. You gotta go out there and make people feel something, because guess what? They're not gonna remember 40 dives. They're gonna remember, I hated that person and I wanted to see her get her ass kicked.
And you do an excellent job.
Absolutely. And then guess what? I send everyone home crying because I'm so good at my job and I'm a winner. So I send everybody home sad. And that's what's going to happen tonight. I'm going to send everybody home upset.
Lots of crying people here tonight. Mm-hmm. And Marina Tucker likes it that way.
That's right.
Is there anything else? I'm going to let you go because I know you got to get ready for this match tonight. I'm going to be very respectful of your time tonight because we can always do a part 3 later down the line.
That's right.
Tonight's a big night for you. Is there anything else? I know the big announcement's coming very soon, so you have to follow Marina Tucker on all her social medias for that one.
Yep.
Marina 25.
You got it.
Right. On Instagram.
Yep.
Right.
Book Marina. Book Marina on Twitter, and then I'm also on Facebook as well. But yeah, I just want to give everybody, you know, like a shout out. Thanks for following me so far. It's been a very interesting, you know, past almost 5 years, and I'd like to think this chapter is kind of like coming to a close, and then a new one's going to start, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be something very, very new for me, very interesting, and I'm really excited to see how this new journey is. I'm honestly, like, it's in the back of my mind. I'm very, very excited for it, and but yeah, you can always see me here at CCW though, but you never know where I'm going to show up.
That's what we like. Now, 5 years, what has been maybe the biggest surprise that you've encountered, or maybe something you didn't expect that you've learned or faced along the way?
Well, you know what my theme song is, right? It's Iggy Azalea's Team.
Okay.
So the song is, I only got me. I got me on my team. Why wrestling has been shown on many different platforms is everybody's friends with people, knows people, gets along with people. Wrestling is a beyond grueling industry. And I feel like in the past 5 years, I've unfortunately seen a lot of the dark side of it. I've met all the wrong people in it. And honestly, it's a combination of just like picking yourself up when you're down and keep going. And, you know, all the cliche answers, charge the mountain, keep going, kick out at, 2.5. But I think, honestly, the biggest lesson I've learned is like, you got you and that's it. And I know it's like not the really positive sentiment, but at the same time, we work in a really grueling industry where someone would, slit your throat to get a little bit higher than you. So you gotta just, I've created that little lone wolf kind of persona backstage. I'm very, like Stone Cold Steve Austin never drove with anybody, he drove by himself. He was very loner, and I kind of get that because, you just gotta trust yourself, and you're the only one you got. So you gotta put yourself on your own back and carry yourself through everything. So, when I got into the business almost 5 years ago, it was very different than it is now. Women didn't get to main event. You showed up, you set up a ring, and you hoped that you and the 6 other women that showed up, 2 of you or maybe all of you would get maybe a 5-minute match. Okay. And I'm not saying that women deserve to main event every night. I feel like you really got to go out there and prove yourself. And one thing that we've done here at CCW is really go out there and prove that women can have some amazing matches. So throughout 5 years, it's been a roller coaster ride, I can say that. Okay. But when the ups are up, the downs are downs, but you got to just keep on moving forward. So, and if I give anyone advice, just keep moving.
And take care of numero uno.
Number one is most important. I know, hey, you got to be selfish for yourself because you're the only you got. So that's what I got to say,
I think it's great words to live by. Take care of yourself before everybody else.
That's right. Absolutely.
Awesome, Marina. Well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
I'm super excited. I'm hoping maybe this match will replace the other match from last time. That's one of my top 3 favorite matches.
That's right. I gotta even compete
I'm up
with
in
that.
the ante. I'm up in it tonight. Yes, I am up in it. I have high expectations.
Now
I know
I'm
you're
nervous.
going to bring it. KiLynn's going to bring it. I can't wait.
That's
CCW
right.
here. Where can people look you up at? I know we mentioned the Instagram.
Oh yeah,
already.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Marina Tucker, Marina25, Book Marina25. Find me there because it's just the start of the journey.
Big things coming from Marina Tucker. Well, big things are already happening. Big things are
Keep on
coming in
up.
the future.
That's right.
We like it. Marina, nothing but the best.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I'm going to go get my seats because CCW is ready to start here.
Starting
It's going to be a
now.
banging show like always. So guys, if you like interviews like this with Marina Tucker, make sure you stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.